everyone, my name is Desola. I'm a fashion designer and you are welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Daisy's Wardrobe. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. And if you've seen my videos before and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And put on the notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. I'm an African-inspired ready-to-wear fashion designer based here in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in business for over 10 years. So here on my channel, I talk about being a fashion designer, starting a fashion business, running a ready-to-wear business, all things business, all things fashion, and sometimes, once in a while, I talk about my life. So here in today's video, we're talking about how much it costs to start a fashion business in Nigeria. So, like I said, I'm based here in Lagos, Nigeria. I can only tell how much or give you estimates on how much it would cost to start a fashion business. And I've done a video like this before a few years ago, and times have changed, things have changed a lot, and prices have also changed as well, which is also the reason why I'm also doing this video a second time. So because now I have a lot of people that watch my videos from different parts of the world apart from Nigeria, I'll be giving estimates in dollars, and I will put the conversions in Naira in the description box. So basically, Naira is our currency here, but in this video, I'll be using dollars. So when you want to start a fashion business in Nigeria, there's so many things to consider, and the amount of money that you would spend would really vary. A lot of people want to start fashion businesses, and one of the reasons why they want to start is because they feel that the barrier to entry to start a fashion business or even a fashion design business is very low in this country compared to some other places. And probably there are some other places that barrier to entry, or some other countries, neighboring countries, whatever, that the barrier to entry to start a fashion business is low, and what is required is not that much to start a fashion business. So the Nigeria we live in now today has really changed. Things are a lot different. If you're Nigerian and you're watching this video, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. Things have really changed. However much it will cost you to start a fashion business a few years ago, or even last year, is different from what it will cost you right now to start a fashion business in Nigeria. There are certain things to consider if you want to start a fashion business in Nigeria. And some of these things are, the scale of the business. How big is the business going to be, or how small is the business going to be? The scale will determine how much money you would need to start. If it's a smaller scale, you would need less money. If it's a bigger scale, you will need more money. The location of the business is also very important, because in Nigeria, there are places that we call the major cities. Cities like Lagos, where I am, Abuja, Port Harcourt, they tend to be a lot more expensive than other places. So unless you're going to be, running your fashion business from your home, the location will also determine how much, you would spend to start a fashion business in Nigeria. Also, your target market, the kind of people you're targeting, it has its own role to play when you want to start a fashion business. And the types of products and services that you're offering would also play its own part as well. But I would give you some things to consider when you want to start a fashion business in Nigeria. So the first one is business registration. So business registration is, just basically registering the business. If you're not running the fashion business, or you're not starting it from your home, and you are going to use a particular location, you need to have your business registered properly with the Corporate Affairs Commission, because we have all these people that come to the business to come and check and inspect. And even sometimes nowadays, a lot of the time, some landlords don't rent out their property to people that don't have registered businesses. So if your business is not registered, some landlords may not allow you to rent their property or rent their space. And what it costs in Nigeria to rent a space ranges between $25 to $250. I will put the Naira conversion down there, but in Naira it should be, I don't know, it's been a while, but on average it should be between 20,000 to 100,000, depending on how big the business is, or not how the business, the type of registration you want to do. Actually, not how big the business is, the type of registration. Is it a business name? Is it a limited liability? There are different types of businesses that you can register. So, and all of them have their individual costs attached to them, and these costs vary. Another thing to consider is rental space. So if you want to rent a space for your business, like I said, there are places that cost of property in those places are higher than any other place. So in Nigeria, we have Lagos, we have Abuja, we have Port Harcourt. These places are, or rather they tend to be a lot more expensive than other places. So if you want to rent a place in Lagos, you are looking between, in Naira, you're talking about probably $500,000 to about 8-10 million, depending on where exactly you want to put this business. Or so for a rental space in Lagos, in dollars, we're talking about $1,000 to $12,000, depending on the location, depending on the size of the space, depending on whether it's a building, a whole building, or it really depends on the space itself. The space itself and the location of the space will determine how much. But yes, it's between about $1,000 to $12,000. It could be more depending on where you go to. In Naira, you could say between, 400,000 to 8, 9, 10 million. And it depends, even if you go outside Lagos, you may find, rental spaces that are way less than 400,000 or 500,000 Naira. You could find spaces for 200,000-300,000 per annum. So in Nigeria, here we pay our rents or lease on an annual basis, not on a monthly basis like it is done abroad. Then we have equipment and machinery. There are certain equipment that you would need to start a fashion business. So we're talking about sewing machines, you talk about cutting tables, scissors, and the likes, basically. These equipments vary in price, and they've really increased in price over the years. So if you get a sewing machine now for between 150,000 Naira to 250,000 Naira, it really depends. That's if you're buying a brand new one. But if the brand new ones are too expensive, you could buy a fairly used one that would cost you a little bit less than that. So in dollars, I would just say between $200 to $1,000 thereabout. So we talk of inventory. So the type of inventory that you want to sell, or you want to make or whatever, that also varies. So for inventory, you can have as little as 100,000 and above for inventory. And like I said, it depends on the scale of the fashion business that you want to start. If you want to start in big scale, obviously 100,000 not going to do anything for you. But if you want to start in a very small scale, you can start with at least 100,000, 150,000 Naira. In dollars, you could have $250 to $2,500. Then when you want to start this fashion business, are you going to be hiring people? So you need to consider, how many people do you want to hire? And when you hire people, what is the market rate for these people that you want to hire, because you can't hire somebody and be paying them one kind of money, if you understand what I mean. But yes, you need to have that back of your mind. You need to think about all these things as well. So the list of things that you need to consider and their prices when you want to start a fashion business in Nigeria, it's quite long, it's quite lengthy, but I think in this video I have discussed the most important ones, the very, very basic, and the others you can do your homework on that, and probably when you start the business, you'd see them, you'd know them. But for starters, I think I've discussed them in this video, and I hope that this video was very, very helpful. I hope you learned a thing or two, and yes, if you enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe and put on notification bell so that you know when I put up a new video. And so I will see you soon. Bye.